Now during the annual floor sample clearance at Klingman's of Grand Rapids, Eastbrook Mall.
Oh, come on.
We'll cry later. Just forgive him.
Cry later. I've got to get this,
Let him do
this done first. Okay. After 72 holes, the U.S. Open title is still up for grabs. Scott Simpson and Payne Stewart both finished regulation at 6 under par, forcing an 18-hole playoff tomorrow. Everyone was chasing Simpson and Stewart, and I mean everyone and everything. Fred Couples had the creative shot of the day. He finished at -3, tied for third. Simpson, meanwhile, was both hot and cold. Check out the long putt on the 4th hole, but it was only for par, and he remained at 6 under. Larry Nelson had one of the best rounds of the day, a 4 under 68, good enough to put him in that 3rd place tie with Couples at -3. Simpson at one point opened up a 2-stroke lead when he birdied the 10th hole right here. However, he finishes with bogeys on 16 and 18, shot even par for the day, as did Stewart, who puts this one in on the final hole. So they have to play another 18 tomorrow. The 2nd straight year the U.S. Open has gone an extra day.
Well, I'm excited about it. I'm glad to have the opportunity. I was 2 down with 3 holes to play, and Scott ended up helping me out. I didn't really help myself out.
Wait a minute. Where's the second interview? No tape. What do you mean no tape? I had another. This is great. My final night here, and there's not a tape in the machine. What do I do? Hold on just a second. Tape, 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 tape. Ah, tape. Hey, buddy, hey, wake up. Roll that tape, would you? Whoa. All right, I think we're all set now. Let's roll that tape. I hate it when this happens.
You know, starting the week, I would have been thrilled to be in a playoff for the championship. But, you know, I had a chance to just kind of keep making pars and maybe win it, but I just pulled my tee shots just a little bit on 16, 18.
So here's how the final leaderboard looks. Well, actually, after regulation, Simpson and Stewart at 6 under heading into the playoff. Nelson and Couples at -3. And Fuzzy Zeller with a 5 under 67 ends all alone in 4th place. Okay, do we have this tape? I hope so. Bill Gullickson wins his 3rd straight as the Tigers beat Seattle 7-3, earning a split of the 4-game series with the Mariners. Detroit scores 3 in the 2nd. Skeeter Barnes with the drive to center. Piece of cake for Ken Griffey usually, but not today from the Gold Glover. Cecil comes home to score. Detroit up 3-0 after 2. Skeeter then puts on a clinic for Mr. Griffey. Harold Reynolds with the foul fly, but Skeeter with the nice sliding grab. He certainly doesn't want to go back to Toledo. In the 3rd, Tigers score 3 more. Cecil connects off Pat Rice for a 2-run shot. 14th homer of the season. Now has a major league leading 51 runs batted in. Still in the 3rd, Skeeter can't get enough of the highlight reel. Clouts his 2nd dinger of the season. That made it 5-0. They go on to win it 7-3 and will now come home to begin a big 12-game homestand on Tuesday. In Cleveland, the Twins went in search of the longest winning streak in the majors this season. 6th inning, Kirby Puckett with the homer. That tied the game. It then goes into extra innings. 10th inning, knotted at 2. Minnesota scores twice. Brian Harper making the final 4-2 Twins at 15 straight games. They now own the longest winning streak in the majors since the Royals won 16 in a row in '77. The all-time AL record is 19 straight. AL board, Baltimore beats Toronto. California shuts out, Boston shuts out California. KC 9-4 over Chicago. Milwaukee beats Oakland. New York and Texas are tied currently in the 11th. Cubs out in San Diego this afternoon taking on the Padres. 6th inning, Chicago led it 2-1, but Gerald Clark with the long blast 2-run homer putting the Pods up 3-2, his 6th home run of the season. Don't go yet, guys. There's more to see. Scott Coolbaugh with the bid for the hit, but Doug DeCenzo comes in with the great diving catch, just like Skeeter. San Diego goes on to the 4-2 win. And yes, fellas, you can leave now. It's all over. National League, Pittsburgh 1 better than Frisco. LA beats St. Louis. Cincinnati 2 better than Philly. Houston a winner over New York. Atlanta loses to Montreal. Otis Nixon with 6 stolen bases. Emerson Fittipaldi takes the checkered flag for the first time this season, but it's the second one he gets in Motown as Emo beats Bobby Rahal to win the Detroit Grand Prix. It was a rather smooth beginning. The green flag comes out. 25 cars to start it with. Amway's Scott Brayton started from the 11th spot. Michael Andretti with the early lead. But after 48 laps, listen to what happens. That's Mario crashing right into the rear of the rescue vehicle. This started a series of events. Car number 90 just kind of goes into flames. Attendants come out to check out Mario. Look out, son Michael coming around the corner, and he bashes right into Dennis Vitolo. Hey, this is getting serious, so they red flagged it. The race was stopped for nearly an hour while they cleared things up. Eventually, it got back underway, and that's where Fittipaldi comes around the corner and goes on to take the checkered flag, his second win on the Detroit course. He beats Rahal. Scott Brayton finished 9th. At Pocono, a chicken, or at least something foul, got on the track this afternoon. These guys actually going faster than the cars at one point. They chase it down, they grab it, and they rescue it, putting it over the wall. To the race where Darrell Waltrip went on to beat Dale Earnhardt by just under 2 seconds for his second stock car victory this season. And I've always wanted to say this, that is sports, and I am out of here.
And you gotta like do your papers so they go.
I did.
Will you teach me this afterwards? Will you teach me
Okay.
this?
That's a trick. Yes, I'll teach that to you.
You'll do it at the most inopportune time.
Probably.
Thanks, Bill. Well, they say breaking up is hard to do, so is saying goodbye.
Coming up tonight, we bid adieu to a familiar face. Stay tuned.